Hi everyone, I'm Manu and welcome to my channel. Today I'm here at Palm Harbor, Florida, and I'm deeply grateful to all those who have got in touch with me one-on-one and have been raising various questions and clarifications on creating the best version of yourself. And the biggest question is, what does it mean? What does it mean to be the best version? Does it mean living up to your potential? Where does it end? Is there an end point that we have to reach, which becomes our the best version? And when do you start living? If you're so anxious about yourself, about your future. I'm sure you've asked these questions repeatedly as you hunt for your identity, confidence, and satisfaction, and fulfillment in life as well. Well, let's take this forward from the last episode. To become the best version of yourself, you have to know your purpose. To know your purpose, you need to know about yourself. This is kind of confusing. It is your quintessential life. Quintessential? Oh my, such a big word. Let me tell you what this word quintessential means. It is your essential self. That is your basic nature of your life. When you approach to learn what your essential self is, first, you must turn away and focus yourself not on those distracting false opinions that creates a haze or cloud and distorts your perception. The way the past few generations have lived and the legacy they have left is very evident on this planet. How do we learn to move forward when we have no idea which direction our life is going? 2,500 years back, the Buddha has said that an individual, that is the mental and physical self, an individual is composed of these two parts, the mental and the physical self. And these in itself is a combination of 5 aggregates or a compilation or heaps of existence. Later than that, 2000 years back, in ancient Greece, Socrates had said, the unexamined life is not worth living. So it is necessary to examine our life to make it worth live life king size, the way that you want to, your dreams and your aspirations being fulfilled. The mental and physical self, being a combination of those 5 components or heaps or aggregates, means that you're formed of a collection of these 5 things, the 5 material and mental factors that participate in various combinations to the rise of desire or craving and attachment or clinging or our own obsessions. We assemble these bubbles or Lego bricks ourselves and we design our own life. Let's see what these 5 components are. First is form. Form is the 5 faculties: eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, and the 5 corresponding objects, that is visible form, sound, odor, taste, tangible things. Another way to understand form is to think of it as something that resists the inquisitiveness of the senses. An object has a form if it blocks your vision. You can't see what is on the other side. can't see on the other side of it, or if it blocks your hand from occupying its space. The second compilation is sensation. Sensation is the physical or mental feeling, the sensation that we experience through contact of the 6 faculties with the external world. In other words, it is a sensation experienced through the contact of eye with visible form, like seeing an ice cream cone, the effect of the billboards on you, the effect of the advertisements, the ear with the sound, for example, listening to music, your favorite song, the nose with odor like smell of bacon or perfume, and tongue with taste. The ice cream cone can trigger the taste too. And the body with the concrete things like a good house, a car, and the mind with ideas or thoughts like a performance or a business project or the current politics, the current affairs, the Russian-Ukrainian war. So it is particularly important to understand that mind or intellect is a sense organ or faculty, just like an eye or an ear. We tend to think that mind is something like a spirit or soul, but that concept is very out of place in Buddhism, because sensation is the experience of pleasure or pain. It conditions our craving either to acquire something pleasurable or avoid something painful. This leads us to assess the relationship of the body and mind, which may go along harmoniously for a while, enjoying each other's company and its relationship. But more often, there is a great fight between the two, and you don't know what to do. Third, we come to is perception. Perception is the capacity to conceptualize and recognize things by associating them with a previous experience. When we see something for the first time, we invariably go through our mental library to find an association with the new object. We may not realize this, but this is exactly what we do. It may just take a fraction of a second. And the fourth is the mental formations. These are all our voluntary actions, good and bad in the collection of these mental attitudes or formations that we have. The fifth and the last is consciousness. Consciousness is a reaction that has one of the 6 sense organs as its basis and one of the 6 corresponding phenomena as its object. For example, hearing consciousness. The hearing consciousness has the ear as its basis and a sound as its object. The mental consciousness has the mind as its basis and an idea or thought as its object. It is important to understand that this awareness or consciousness depends on the other factors and does not exist independently. It is awareness, but not a recognition, as recognition is a function of the third factor. For most of us, this is a different way to think about consciousness. The most important point that is being made is that the mental and physical self are not you. please leave that association that you have, that this is my thought, this is the way I think, just because the thought has originated from you. So this mental and physical self are not you. They are temporary and conditioned phenomena. They are empty of a soul or permanent essence of self. In several teachings, it has been said that clinging to this mental and physical self as me is an illusion. When we realize that this mental and physical are just temporary phenomena and not me, we are on the path to enlightenment, on becoming better. Becoming the best version of yourself means getting back to your true self or quintessential self. As straightforward as that. As straightforward as that sounds, it is anything but that. Authentic self-discovery takes courage and persistent effort. To approach your essential self, you must turn away from distracting false beliefs that cloud or distort your self-perception. If you're feeling anxious about self-improvement, remember, every person is completely unique. Someone else's life path cannot be your benchmark of success. A fish cannot be judged by its ability to climb trees. Everyone's dream is different. Passion and skill sets, combinations are different. But most of us permit others to influence our own thinking.